I am done truly. I definitely just booed myself because I forgot the password to everything. And so I'm trying to type all right, all good in all caps, which I didn't know the caps lock was wrong. Life was crazy, you did. I just couldn't get here. I couldn't get in. I couldn't get in the door. But that's neither here nor there. A little bit under the weather. And shout out to the homie Charles, who's not here today. And I didn't mean to give him a round of applause, just that he's not here today. He's in Jamaica doing something that I wish I could be doing it and relaxing. But it's cool. Again, we're at the Good News Radio today. And if you want to call in at 323-900-0478, 323-900-0478, please do so. Because I want to have a conversation out there with some ladies tonight. And I'm in the building by myself. I'm expecting some guests, but whether they come or not, doesn't matter. I hope they do, but if they don't, you know, the beat goes on and whatnot. But turn this down a bit. Tonight, I come here today to talk to you about CG. Yeah, I had it all caps. I was tripping, man. It was, I'm under the weather. You know what I'm saying? So my mind ain't working correct. But shout out to the boss, man. Appreciate you. Much love. Let me give you a round of applause too. Best boss in the business. But tonight I want to talk about what's on my mind, and I'm gonna hop straight into it, especially since I'm running late. Are men stupid? You know what I'm saying? In this relationship thing, what are we doing? What are men really doing? And it's something that was brought to me last night. I was DJing last night, and this young lady walks up to me, and she was a stud, so I don't know how to categorize that. But anywho, she walked up to me and she asked me, she's like, "Are men stupid?" And I was like, well, I mean, I don't feel like I'm stupid. And I'm like, "Why are you saying this?" And she's shaking my hand and giving me all these pleasantries and whatnot. And she said, "You know, men, y'all sloppy. Y'all can fuck tons of bitches, but y'all just sloppy. Are y'all stupid?" You know what I'm saying? Like, he just didn't care. Or niggas don't know how to lie. Hang with me, she said. Hang with me. And I'm like, so I asked, I was like, hang with you for what? She said, because you could have sex with so many women and they wouldn't even know. The funny thing was, I don't know if she included herself, but she was like, and you'll probably fuck the stud too. And I was like, that's crazy. But that's not here nor there. And so it got me to thinking, you know, are men stupid? And if you want to chime in and let me know if you think men are stupid and sloppy, again, the number's 323-900-0478, 323-900-0478. You could also hit me up at Bobblehead25, and on the Good News app, and on the Good News station, which is thegoodnewsradiostation.com. Please do so. But let me know whether you think men are dumb, sloppy, and your reasons why. Because when she said it to me, my initial thing was like, yeah, maybe. But then when I saw the men that she were pointing out, and I saw the way that they were moving and behaving themselves, like, of course. You know what I'm saying? Some men are the way that they are and the way that they're going to be. And some of these choices are bad for ladies. So when they do dumb things, it's going to come across negatively. Right? Case in point. So if, for just lack of a better term, if you got a dumb nigga, or let's not call him dumb, bad adjective. If you got a sloppy dude, right? It's not much, you know, he doesn't really, not much of a planner, and he doesn't have much etiquette. doesn't know how to use a fork. Just if for whatever reason you would categorize him as all over the place, and this is your guy, you funny dude. Shout out to the homie. But if your guy is categorized as sloppy all the way around, then don't you think if he decides to step outside or whenever he goes out of bounds, he's gonna be just as sloppy? And so I look at some of the things that women shout to the rooftops about men being dumb, stupid, and crazy. And then in my doctors are so smart, right? And I noticed, like, no doctors that are so smart that study and catch it before. You know what I'm saying? It's so smart, but you never catch it before it happens. It's always real, right? And so for us to be so dumb, we showed you a lot of stuff. Now, y'all may find out, you catch it before it happens. You never see the signs coming, even though they always there. Again, that's separate. Are men stupid? And I would say, no, I just think when it comes to this game of life and this game of relationships, there's a double standard to it. So there's a level of, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because that part of, matter of fact, the ability of being that treacherous, that conniving, that devious, or in other words, that attractive, have that ability to have women want you that much, to know that as a woman, your man is oh so desired and can go there, or coming back, he possibly has went there. That's the reason why niggas do what they do. It just depends on what kind of nigga you have, where he is in his life, if he's going to do it, and how that's going to occur. Again, are men that stupid? So if I'm 20 years old, right, and I'm fresh out of high school or in college, and there's an abundance of women, of course I may be cut the chat off. Of course I may be I think I just turned the chat on. I'm not really sure how to do that. I clicked on chat. I don't really know how that goes. I'm going to type something in my chat. Sorry. If I'm 20 years old and I got the world's my oyster and I want to deal with some ladies and I got a whole bunch of ladies around, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and nobody's really gonna slow me down unless you are that gal, right? Now, where I think, and I know a lot of women get it twisted, is they think, all women think, that they are the one you give a f, right? A lot of times you'll hear somebody in the street, you hear a man say, man, I don't give a F about you. I don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? You hear him, shut up. Who cares? And at the end of the day, sometimes that's the truth. A lot of ladies place a higher value on themselves to a man, and it's not the cause. So he can care less really about being sloppy with you, because you really don't mean that much to him. And this is not just a male thing, but I mean, it's a people thing in general, all in all. The more you care, the better you take care of things. And even when you care, the more you care, the more delicate you break things, or the more delicacy you defile things with. If you spent a lot of money on something, you're going to accidentally fuck that up in a careful way. You ain't going to outright blatantly just fuck it over. Same thing applies to people in relationships, ladies. So the question I'd ask, is he that stupid? Have the people in your life been that sloppy? Or is the value on you that you place above yourself as it pertains to him higher than what it really needs to be? Because I watch men that really care about women, and when they fuck it up, they do it in such a delicate way. Most women never really find out. But even when they do, it's done in such a delicate way and handled in such a way that most women, even if heartbroken, they understand. And they don't feel like he was just out here being a nigga. But those are for the people that really, really matter and mean that much to a male. Then there's a double standard where, of course, we can, right? Especially if I'm providing a service, which now, since women have options, since women have so many options, and more important, have the liberties of having sex so casually without, since women have the liberty of having sex with such casualty, the best thing I can provide you really is a good time and some good dick. And that becomes so premium, especially when you have bills, right? So with that being said, if I know this, and I know what it is, you can't make me put a higher value on us. And 9 times out of 10, most of us dumb, quote unquote dumb niggas, and the stupid things we do is because we simply don't look at you or value you in that way. Now, when we love you and we cherish you and we fuck up, we go to the ends of the earth, really not to hurt you. And to be honest, most men are going to try not to hurt you, period, really. But what I'm saying is they'll cover more tracks, cover more trails. And even when it happens, there'll be a conversation had in such a way where even if the girl is hurt, it's one of those, why did you just tell me? Why didn't you just come to me? I'm not saying that we perfect. And a lot of us do dumb shit. Because a lot of us haven't navigated certain roads, just as a lot of women haven't. They say believe what they tell you, right? I'm pretty sure majority of people out here have grannies and parents. And they tell you, hey, believe them when they show you who they are, or believe them when they tell you who they are. And a lot of times we talk about, we'll tell a person, hey, look, I'm into this, I'm into that. I like this, I like that. But because sometimes we selfishly want to make people into who we are, who we want them to be and what we need them for, we kind of overlook it and bypass it. And we don't listen to the yearning needs. Well, for a lot of ladies, that happens. And one or two things are happening in this department when you guys consider us dumb, stupid, naive, sloppy. Another reason for somebody being sloppy is they don't care to the point, and they've gotten to that point because you haven't listened as they were telling you exactly who they were. So look, Amy, this is the type of person I am. I like to see you. I like to see people like this. I like when we do that. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm into. And once women get with you, once they've given you vagina, once they feel like they've gotten your loyalty, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women feel like they can just do whatever they want. Never mind, women feel that way anyway. The world caters to a woman. We know that. There's a level of audacity that comes with every woman, that she can do whatever she wants to do because it's her, because she's a woman, and she can provide or have a level of total disregard, and it's supposed to be okay. But what happens when it's not okay? What happens when it becomes unokay? What happens when the person that is a male, that is your man, needs to be heard or has feelings or has desires, and he's telling you who he is. He's telling you he needs you to get dressed. He's telling you he wants to go deeper sexually or be whatever. I don't know. Go bungee jumping, or he wants to be more exciting, or he doesn't want to argue, or he doesn't want to feel less than. Whatever the case may be, whatever your dude's telling you that you're blatantly ignoring, that's when men become sometimes sloppy. And it's not necessarily sloppy. It's I don't give a fuck disregard, because you've blatantly disregarded me. Again, this is the Good News Radio. And in this segment, excuse me, in this segment, we're talking about, are men sloppy? Do men give a fuck? Yeah, we are. And no, we don't. But then again, no, we aren't. And yes, we do. Everything is on a case-by-case basis. But I just know, just as she approached me without even knowing me and telling me I'm sloppy in what I do or don't do, not knowing me from Adam, she's assuming and perpetuating the narrative and the stereotype that I'm sloppy with what I do. But the niggas that she was hanging around, that she was talking about, everything about them were sloppy. So some of these begin with choices anyway. And I just thought I had to get that off my chest. Because I know that men are better than that. So another thing I want to talk about is playing the game. All right. Do men play the game? Are men stupid? Do they understand? Do they get it? Are they that naive? Or are they just playing the game just as you are? And so I responded to something on Instagram the other day. And it was more about, essentially it was about somebody being a person. And just the conversation got convoluted and conflated, went to something else. And they really got to talking like men were stupid. Now this blows me. Because when women go off, they go. You know what I'm saying? And when they denigrate, they go. They denigrate and they belittle to the lowest common denominator. Right? And then my thought is, if you really think this lowly of men, what is it that you really desire from us? What is it that you really expect from us? Because women talk in such a fashion. And it was funny. The other thing that I saw was, and this is kind of slight tangent-ish, but I'm trying to tie it back in. It was like, why do so many men want to be women or something like that? But over in this situation, you know what I'm saying, where the lady was talking about, the lady that was doing all the negative talking, I'm like, look, I promise you, if I go down your post, I can't really see you glorifying men the way you should, or the way to the negative level that you're talking about a man, or to the power and praise that you're glorifying a woman. When you think about it, and men play this game, they understand. You really don't care about me unless I can do something for you. So I need what I need from you. So I'm going to play the game to get what I get, or to get what I need. Case in point, women treat men like objects. Yes, no, maybe so. We know they do. Is the dress red or is it blue? It's blue. Well, do you like red dress or blue dress? I like blue dress. I'm going to wear red. Why? Well, ladies think red is more sexy. Well, I think you look better in a blue dress. Yeah, well, I'm going to wear red. we really don't matter. You look good in a ponytail and sweats. That's what I need you in. You good. Don't worry about shit else. However, you going to wear makeup and this, that, and the third because you got to fit in with the status quo of the ladies to fit their desires. That's not what I need. Sit there and just be good. You know what I'm saying? Accept vagina for a birthday gift, a wedding anniversary gift. Accept vagina for Valentine's Day. Accept vagina for Christmas. Don't objectify you, though. Don't objectify your pussy. But that's what you're going to give me as a gift continuously. You don't care about us. We're just objects to you. So, since we know that's your psyche, men play the game to get what they want based on what they need. Because from the time that we raised, some grown man tells you, or some women may tell you, you can't live with him, but you sure can't live without him. Which is way different than, I don't need no nigga and I'm an independent woman. You know, fuck these niggas. We know from jump, can't live with you, can't live without you. So we play the game to try to navigate this situation and compromise. So, of course, the game that we play. Shout out to the homie Cali boys. That's the homie. A real protector. Great father, too. Man, appreciate you. Man, we need more like you. But, yeah, we're talking about men playing the game. And if you want to call in, 323-900-0478. But, yeah, men play the game all the time. Because we know, even though I know that you want to have sex, I can't just outright come out and tell you I want to have sex. Although you're going to tell me from the jump. And this is funny thing. Majority of women, not all, but the majority of women will say, come out and be honest with me. Right? Now, this same woman that will have sex with you, she sees you, identifies you as attractive. You just don't have to fuck it up. Right? But she wants honesty. So, the same girl that's willing to have sex with you plays it out in her head. You play it out exactly how she wants it. You're nice. You play the game. You buy a drink. You know what I'm saying? You chill. No problem, bro. You wine her and you dine her. You take her back home. You get the vagina. Cool. Now, laying next to her, you ask her, and I promise you, if I'd have just walked up to you, even though I know you saw me attractive, and told you that I just want to fuck, would you have been mad? She may say, no, I wouldn't have been mad, but I wouldn't have fucked you. And you could say, but you did want to fuck. Yeah, I want to fuck. But I wouldn't have fucked you. And that answer has almost been, if not 100%, a 90% answer for me. From women that want honesty, want men to be straight up, but indirectly are telling me we need to play this game. And women get mad when men, quote unquote, play a game. Well, it's because it's required, because we really can't be straight up with you. Now, once a woman's on the plus side of 30, maybe 32, 33, 35, and she's been through the gamut of men and realized that the game is the same and the name just changed, you may be able to be a bit more abrasive and a little bit more true with some charisma, and it go the way you need to go. But men play a game because it's you guys, women are a game to an extent, right? Think about it. She sees you, she makes this up in her head. Women widely say that. Once she sees you, she's planning out kids, this, that, and the third, whatever. From the time that you are ingratiated in her life, she's trying to make that come true. That is where we fail. However, that is a game being played, and she doesn't even know it. Because while you're over here saying, just a second, we got a caller. Caller, give us your name and tell us where you're calling from.
What's up, my brother? It's Keith Good News.
How are you? Did I not turn on the chat?
Good, I'm good, man. Yeah, I know you got a chat. I was in the chat, but I gotta agree with you, man, on this game part, man. I think men and women both play a game, and I can't imagine women think that they don't play a game that men do.
Well, the surprising thing is a lot of them don't. They feel that they are blatantly transparent.
No. You know what the game is? The game is when you take a picture on Instagram and half your titties is out. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? To give me something, it makes my Instagram feed a lot more interesting than it would be. However, that's part of their game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Part of their game is attracting a man.
Right.
Like a part of our game is the hunt. A part of their game is attracting the man. And some women play the game as so long as I've heard women say, "Oh, I'm about to get cute and go to the club tonight so I can turn these dudes in." Like that's a part of the game, or getting free meals, or free movies, or or just having a man be all over you so you get that what I want to say that like confidence build. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or so they definitely play a game just as well as men do, for sure.
And and I'm glad you bring that up about the free meals and women playing a game, and you're right. There's a level of this is how the game goes. We hunt, they are the hunted. True, I get that. But to your point, one of getting dressed to turn somebody down. You ever notice how some girls can get fly and be like, "I didn't want no attention today," right? And you can be like, well, you could have wore something completely different, right? And then it's like, okay, but this is my prerogative. Okay, well, I agree. But you understand that on the day that you wore this, when you were super attractive and you were in the mood to be hollered at, and the day that you wore this and you were super attractive, and the day that you didn't want to be hollered at, that there's no difference, and there's no way for us to know that. But they'll snap at you like you were supposed to know that. But then Wiley say, men don't get it. Well, we don't.
Well, yeah, it's confused. Just how like no means no. That's not necessarily true. Now, in a certain situation, I understand what we're talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like my lady, she still makes me like do the whole like kind of like the whole game chase. Like she's told me like, I know that I know that you still like the aspect of like, I know you still like the game of not being able to get it and then getting it. It creates that anticipation. So it is a game. Like she still, and we've been together for a few years now.
Okay.
And she still does that to me. You know what I mean? Because it creates we get turned on by the hunt. That's what excites us. Is that part, is the denial and overcoming that aspect. So for the most part, women are going to say no from the jump. You know what I mean? Okay, how you doing, miss? Can I get your number or whatever? You might say no, and then okay, well listen, and you may still try again. Like no is a part of the game. So it is confusing for a lot of men. Like no doesn't necessarily mean no, and I like I say, in certain situations I get it.
Right.
But no don't mean no. You can't have my number. Sometimes means not right now. How many times have it's been a woman that you literally have had to chase, or literally have had to, hit up more than once, or try to, get at on multiple occasions and put in the work. Okay, well, let me invite you on a date, and then it's a process. It's a process.
And I wholeheartedly agree with that. But we know that part of the game, right? I think we agree with the chase, and shout out to you and your lady, because I think that's vital and pivotal to keeping things new and making sure things go long. Because as I was just having a conversation, I was like, a lot of times, since men are visual, I mean, you can almost make new pussy by putting on a different outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or, you know what I'm saying? Or me having to go to the club and pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Meeting at the club and I hit on you. You know what I'm saying? Or me just watching somebody just hit on you, then I come take you from them. You know what I'm saying? That in and of alone, the different experience for us can be the ain't no pussy better than except for new pussy. That in and of itself,
Right.
as you said, the game and the chase. That part is fine.
So now I got to ask this question because it makes me think: what do women do? Because women have told me, like, no matter how much they're interested in a guy, they won't approach, but they will try to lure him to approach them, which can be, obviously interpreted many different ways.
Right.
So it can be elongated look, it can be anything, but I've heard women say many times, like, yeah, okay, yeah, like, I want him to come talk to me, or I'm trying to get him to come talk to me, but I'm not going to
say anything or make the
take
first
him,
move,
because that's not how the game goes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just on that alone, I can rest my case. You know what I'm saying?
No. I completely. You know what? Funny you say that. Quick story. My prom date. I'm bragging about her. She was cute. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of this. She's a singer now too in the group. Climax. She's one of the singers in Climax, and I'm bragging about her, and I finally get to my granny, like, you know what, Granny, I'm gonna tell you something. I got this girl. She's so cute. She's gonna be my prom date. And she said, boy, you didn't get that girl. That girl got you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She was like, when you saw her, did you talk to her right away? I'm like, nah, we was at a little, function. And she said, well, how many times did you see her? I'm like, I saw her, I don't know. I saw her all night. She was like, you think that was by your doing or hers? I'm like, I don't know. It was coincidence. She's like, it wasn't coincidence. She liked you.
Yeah. I don't know. I've had a girl tell me before. We've had a dope conversation. Everything went well. The vibe was right. And at the end of our vibe, it was nice meeting. She literally was like, "You're not gonna ask for my number?" And she was kind of offended.
Right.
And it's like, well, is that like what game are we playing? Or I got another story. It was a time I remember. It was this chick I was dating. All right, let me take that back because I don't want to say dating. I'm saying dating because I'm an adult now, and that's what you say.
Right.
But it's chick I was trying to hit. You know what I'm saying? And the vibe was crazy off. Like, I went to her crib. It was just not. I was like, this is not going anywhere. I just felt like she was turning me down left and right. I was in the no category. So I got honest with her. I was like, you know what? I appreciate the time. It don't really feel like we, working out. And I was like, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. And as I started gathering my things, literally on my way out the door, she was like, "You really gonna leave?" And I was like, "Yeah." I just felt like we weren't really vibing. Long story short, she had me come back in. I ended up hitting that night.
Oh.
But I know, right? And I'm like, how does this work? I was totally given the wrong vibe. But I guess because I wasn't willing to play that game that night, you know what I'm saying? Going through the whole trying to get you, trying to warm you up and all that stuff. She kind of was like, damn, she didn't play the game that I wanted to play. So, like I said, man, all in all, women for sure have a game that they play. We have a game that we play. I think it's maybe it's the same game.
But look, you just answered my question about the game that they play that I'm not that you said we don't know, that allows us to be, that makes it so ambiguous. I said in the beginning, and I gave us a bunch of adjectives about being sloppy, dirty, scandal, devious, disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And then flip it, make it duplicative and put it on the other side of good, attractive, you know what I'm saying, wanted, and all these other things, etc. Now, when you did what you did and you didn't ask for her number, she felt disrespected by you. Her womanhood was disrespected because you did all that and you didn't want her. And so at that point, because I've had this told to me about other men that women have taken down, quote unquote, and it's a how dare you disrespect my womanhood. Oh no.
You know what? I remember telling her when the chick was, I didn't, she's like, you're not asking my number, and my response was, well, if I ask you a number, I take away the opportunity for you to offer it.
Fuck her.
And I totally threw her off because that's not the game she used to playing. You see what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now you're changing the rules. It's like breaking all the rules. You seen the movie?
Breaking the Rules?
Breaking
I have seen it.
Breaking on Rules.
I can't recall on it.
Jamie Foxx and Gabrielle Union. Look it up. It's called Breaking on Rules.
I have seen it, but I don't recall all the activity that took place in the movie.
But essentially, as long as we playing the game within the rules, there's a power to be had back and forth. Kind of like in Two Can Play the Game. Everybody's playing them within the rules. But when the rules are broken, that's when the rubber meets the road. Like, damn. I think I like this person now.
Yeah, or even one of my favorite, Booty Call.
Right.
Remember when, like, Bones was trying to get out, Jamie Foxx trying to get out Vivica Fox, and she was like, nah, you ain't it. And then it comes to the point of saying where, like, he ends up getting it because from our experience from the game, and someone may take it disrespect, persistence is what has gotten,
you ain't never lied.
Over time.
You ain't never, because again, we're objects to them, and their vulnerability. And to your point, bro, this woman had me all the way fucked up in the past. Like I just felt she had me feeling like I wasn't attractive or like I wasn't a good dude. But we got along. She could call me whenever she wanted to. I was telling her, you know what I'm saying? Like I would take her out to eat, but it would just never happen. She was not effing with me. To the point to where, put it like this, if I had never hit, I would give you her name. But because I hit, I'm going to be a gentleman.
Respect. I get respectful.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And she called me for a favor. Nah, I'm good. We want to go out to eat? Nah, I don't. Or whatever. Woo. And then one night, my friend's there with her homegirl, and I get that call. Excuse me? Me? You want me? Oh, cool. And then after that, then the tide changed. Now, I can, if I wanted to, but I felt so disrespected that I was like, I'm never going to go back there again. And that's what you get. Because it was better than what you thought, but it shouldn't have mattered in the first place because we was good people. And now she's dealing with situations that are negative.
Well, I mean, I got a homeboy who said, friend zone to the end zone. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's a game that I feel like women and men both played the whole friend zone game. Women will place men in the friend zone for that, just in case, for that time wise, you know what I'm saying? And men will put themselves in the friend zone waiting for the opportunity, So, and I think a lot of times both people know what game is being played right now, based on, especially if they're both single. They're both single, like, come on, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, just, I don't want to take too much of the show, but I had to call on this because I feel like, you were like spot on. And I think like, men do play games. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that men don't. Yeah. Because but we play the game that's being played. You see what I'm saying? It's like we're playing the game that's being played. Now, the intent of the game, I can be honest with you, could be different because there's been many times myself and other homies have said, you know what? Like, if I'm getting at a chick, and when I realize that I can hit or that I will hit, I'm kind of don't really want to hit no more. It's kind of like over. The game is over. Right. It's like, I won already. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't really need that part because the result of that comes with a whole nother issue and situation. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, sometimes the game is just to sharpen,
sharpen the tools.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just want to see if I still got it or if I could get it. Like I said, the game for men is a hunt because after men bust that nut a lot of times, it's like
I come to my senses.
I'm not the only one that's been in a situation like, why am I here? Or like, it's time to go.
Yeah.
What
was I doing?
Homie, like, hey, hit me up real quick.
I wasn't that horny, man. I'm tripping. I gotta stop.
So yeah, exactly. That's because as soon as you bust them out, all your senses come back, and you be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why am I here? There's no game to be played no more. So, that's when it becomes something else. So, like I said, there is always definitely a game at the beginning. The second part of the game, where it becomes like, y'all show, the relationship game, that is, I can't really, hang my hat on that category because, to be honest with you, this is like probably like my first adult successful relationship that I'm in right now. You know what I'm saying? As an adult.
Right.
So,
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Because you're in it right now.
Right.
How do you what's your longest? Is this your longest relationship?
This is my longest ongoing relationship. Yeah.
Okay.
There's been a lot of that on and off situation. It's hard to really map that time out. You know what I'm saying?
But out of being human, this relationship has its ups and downs, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so in this relationship game that you're in right now, how do you quantify it as a success while being in it?
Ooh, how do I quantify success while being in it? I think if you feel progressive in the relationship, I think I always say in my show, progress is the common denominator for happiness. Right. So to be happy in anything you're doing, you want to feel like you're moving forward or you're growing in it. So I think that now I'm intent, my intent daily is to how can we actually get better, even if it's good. How can we get better at doing this thing? It's kind of like, what's the point of Tom Brady coming back to play football after you won championships? You know what I'm saying? It's the same game,
right?
But winning more championships or whatever the case may be allows to strengthen that that legacy. There is a sense of progression.
Right.
Even if I got 5, I can get 6, I can get 7, I can get 8. So relationship is kind of like, okay, some people feel like they won a championship in a relationship, and that's it. I got the ring, I won the, even some women, literally I got the ring, you in there now you're a champion, ain't nothing else to win. It's like, no, let's go win another championship. So I think the idea for me is realizing that last game stats don't count for this game, or last year's stats don't count for this season.
Mm-hmm.
So in my relationship currently, my goal is to how can I get to that next championship feeling, or how can I get to the Super Bowl again and then again and again. And I think I'm intent about that. I'm not just on the field just to play because that's what I do as a career. I'm on the field to win every time I'm playing. So I think that's became my intent now, which has made my relationship much more successful than some of my past relationships, overall.
That's dope. Congratulations, by the way.
Man. Appreciate it, man.
That's a very, very special woman you got over there.
No, I appreciate it, man. And on top of that, me and her also realized, hey, we're good, but we're if we feel like we're not, we have to separate. There's no fear of separation on top of that. And right. I think fear of separation creates a lot of, infidelity, trust issues,
apprehension,
fear of losing that person,
neediness.
Yeah, and then pressure even, or what you doing, where you at type feeling all the time out of fear of loss. But, when you can accept the fact that, hey, this person may not be with me forever. This person actually, 10 years from now may become a different person that I'm not interested in, or I may become a different person that they're not interested in. And at that moment, it's okay. And I think when you do that, you can literally enjoy the now. You know what I'm saying? And just focus on winning this season. Like I said, it ain't really about next season. Next season you might be traded to a new team. But while you're here on this team, you're going to pull out for this season. And, we'll cross that bridge if or when we get there. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
So, yeah, man. But, yeah, man, I think thanks for taking the call, bro.
Appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. I needed it.
All right, no doubt.
Yeah. So, again, shout out to Keith. That's the boss man, but always has tons of insight in which and every way, and he never ceases to amaze me and everybody around him. Good man, good people. It permeates and runs through everybody around him. But to the nature of what he said about the game that we play, and when he went a different way, turned down a young lady, and then all of a sudden it was, I have to have you, and I have to do this, and now he hits, and then you come to your senses. Well, to me, that's everything in the wrap of a macro situation of, you know what, this is the hunt, this is the chase, and you're not about us being sloppy sometimes and about us being disrespectful and or not as polite as we need to be with your feelings or responsible as we need to be with your feelings is because in a lot of cases you just aren't that important to us because we've come to our senses in a lot of these cases because we know we're objectified. We know the game is being played. And so when sometimes ladies, when you say niggas is stupid, sometimes take time and just be like, are they? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because it amazes me how a lot of men are stupid, but they have a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of bodies under their belt. They ain't that stupid. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, to his point, Tom Brady ain't that old. I saw him cussing out his receivers today. And he knew exactly what buttons to press to get them there. Now, they didn't win the game, but that will pay dividends down the line. Just like if a nigga, for the most part, if a nigga chill and be quiet, it'll pay dividends down the line. If he just smile, nod, give some compliments, and be supportive, it'll pay dividends down the line. To his point, delayed gratification, putting himself in the friend zone, if sex is what he wants, will pay dividends down the line. Especially since men know and accept in this game that we play, we know, we accept that having sex is an innate situation. Women know and they accept, but they play it differently. Thus, they miss out on a lot of good people that they could fuck. And they mess over a lot of relationships behind trying to play like they don't fuck. Men, we fuck. We know that. It's a part of life. It's an extracurricular activity. Until it's not. Until it's more. A game is just a game. Until it's a playoff game. Until it's the Super Bowl. Until it's the NBA Finals. Until it carries more weight. So we just all playing the game, ladies. And so to that young lady that approached me and said, man, niggas seem stupid, or niggas be stupid. Niggas is doing and playing the cards that they dealt and getting what they want. Even when you think that they stupid. Most niggas will be stupid. That's cool. And fuck. Just like most women will wink, nod, smile, say, yeah, it's my friend, throw you a compliment, a bone, and then say, take me out. They'll act like they like you just to get a meal. They'll give you a little bait just to get a bag or some shoes. Hell. And if fucking ain't nothing to them, they'll give you some pussy for some rent. Whatever the case may be. We all are playing the game. My thing is just how I'll never call a girl a hoe because she's living her best life fucking. As long as she's not ruining relationships and she's honest, do you, baby. From 1 to 100 to 1,000, do you. Because if you got one, that last nigga ain't had nothing to do with me. If we meant to be, if you're for me in that way, if you're for me in a way, the one nigga you had before me means nothing. If you're for me, the hundreds or thousands of niggas you mean nothing. Because if you're for me, every girl that I went through or learned from or experienced prior to getting to you that made me and gave me the makeup for you means nothing at this point. Because as he alluded to, this is the game that we have today. And if there's nothing more important that was illustrated and alluded to and illuminated in what he said, is that we got to live in the moment and live in the now. So if you like them, like them. If you want to fuck them, fuck them. If you want to go out with the nigga, go out with the nigga. Who gives a fuck? And if you want to, give a fuck. I'm going to wrap up shortly. But I just wanted to get back to the point. And to the point of where people got to be people. Fuck the rules. Forget the judgment. We all got feelings, and this world is ruled by feelings. Nothing else matters. I promise you. I'm looking at a picture of Nipsey Hussle. And the dude killed him because he was in his feelings. Street code or not, he could have went on about his life and let that man continue to be a king. But his feelings was hurt. I saw a video of a former player from Oregon, saving tons of kids' lives by simply giving the kid a hug who walked into the high school with an AR-15. And when he walked in, when he gave him the hug and he took the gun, he said, I felt like nobody saw me. I felt like nobody cared. When you're on top of the world, it feels good. When you're at the bottom and something clicks and you look at that bottle, you look at being the bottom as half empty, and you know you at the bottom, you feel like there's nowhere to go but up. When you feel sick, you're sick. When your heart's broken, you feel hurt. Nobody's hit you. Everything we do, everything we perpetuate, everything that compels us is about feelings. So do you feel good and make others feel good within you to the best of your ability. Because when you're gone, you're gone. And you just never know. And being inside of four walls, I remember thinking, like, if my obituary is my resume, I feel horrible about how I've lived my life thus far because I haven't done what I wanted to do. And I said, if I get out, I will act on my feelings and do what I want to do. Success feels good. And the funny thing about success is it's subjective. He said this was his longest ongoing relationship. But he's had other relationships that didn't feel as good. They didn't feel as progressive. Whenever you're psychologically out of something, you feel psychologically out of something. Because you could psychologically be out of something and feel like you're doing everything right. Let's respect people and how they feel. Let's respect us and how we feel. Let's cater to us and what feels good. And as I said, that man has a good feeling and a good aura around him. And it permeates through him and everybody around him. Because he's doing what feels good. And men ain't stupid. They playing the game to get what they need for what feels good until they can get the long feeling of gratitude and graciousness by being with something that they can consider their forever. Transparency is the key to getting to that feeling. Being you is the way to get to that feeling. How do you feel today? Do you feel good? I hope so. Look, man, I've been with you guys for an hour or so. Sorry I was late, caught in traffic and whatnot. But this show always makes me feel better. I feel under the weather. Under the weather. Lord, knows I need to go check in the hospital or something. But every time I come here, I feel better. And it was a necessary movement. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here with me. Keith, thank you for calling and educating me and the world and giving me your feelings. I respect you and I respect and love you all. I am Dontrell Detroit. Man, they stupid, but we play the game too. Yeah.